All right, my Cardano family, we're back with another video, guys. We've got the full Charles Hoskinson interview here from Yahoo Finance. We're gonna play that in its entirety. Pretty awesome. Thank you so much for everybody that shows up each and every day. I really appreciate and love you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell. It really does help the channel out. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started. And we love us some ADA, guys. We're nothing too crazy going on in the ADA ecosystem. Okay, we're just waiting for the hard fork. And then, guys, after the hard fork, it's gonna be, it's gonna be some quiet times. I'm telling you that right now. After the hard fork, we probably have another hard fork at the end of the year, but I don't really expect too much crazy things to happen with Cardano until at least next year. All right, now that's just my humble opinion. I know we got Lace Wallet coming out. I know we got some other things coming out as well, but we're gonna be in the trenches for a while. All right, guys, we're gonna be in the trenches. I show this every day on my Vechain channel. If you guys don't watch my Vechain videos, you probably should. Okay. This is a Bitcoin block halving here, and the estimated halving date is April the 2nd, 2024, my birthday, 2 years from now, guys. So I don't really expect there's going to be too many explosive news stories. Probably going to be all negative, to be completely, keep it a $1.50. There's going to be some good news stories sprinkled in there, but when prices are depressed, it's going to be a lot of negativity, a lot of FUD, to try to get you to separate yourself from the coins, from your coins. All right, it's separating the patient. Money flows from the impatient to the patient. It's as simple as that. So with that being said, after the hard fork, I don't really expect too much explosive news. So I'm gonna be coming here every day with some solid news for you guys. It's just stuff going on in the community. And we're going to hunker down, guys. I'm literally going all in on ADA. Like, I'm reaching my coin targets that I have. And I'm just stacking, sticking, and chilling. There's nothing changed here. There's nothing new. I know I've been saying that for the past year. And I know you guys are tired of hearing me saying that. But, guys, I don't really have nothing much to say about that. You guys know my stance. I don't want to go on a 10-minute rant. Let's just see what Charles has to say here, guys. We're going to play the whole thing in its entirety. Why not? And let's see what happens.
Switching gears here, cryptocurrencies are holding steady this morning, even as stablecoins continue to face scrutiny. Altcoin Cardano seeing gains after the company announced some new developments surrounding its platform. Joining us now, we've got Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson, along with Yahoo Finance's David Hollerith. Charles, great to have you here, and thanks for taking the time. First and foremost, when we think about the phases that you've been able to roll out in order to scale up the network, talk to us about this fourth phase. I mean, this is out of 5, we should note for our viewers as well, and how well this is coming along right now.
Well, first, thank you so much for having me on. I'm down here in Austin, Texas for Consensus. It's kind of the biggest event in our industry, so it's nice to see the tens of thousands of people running around. But it's been a long road. We started working on Cardano back in 2015, and the initial launch was in 2017. And we've been steadily, as an ecosystem, doing updates. And we've gone from a static and federated system to a dynamic and decentralized system. And the latest updates are all about scalability. So that's basically, how do you get a network where, as you add users, you have predictable cost and predictable performance? And that's what we're down here in Consensus talking about. And it's pretty remarkable to see growth. We've gone from just a few users to over 3 million. There's over 5 million assets issued on the ecosystem and 1,000 dApps under construction. So we definitely need the new tech to scale to those demands.
Hey Charles, David Hollerith here. Thanks for coming on the show. I was just thinking a little bit more broadly. The first thing I sort of noticed with Cardano compared to other blockchain layer 1 projects is that it doesn't really take the move fast and break things approach. And instead, the changes made to its software are pretty rigorously peer reviewed. In the past, I've seen also that that's sort of led to slower rollouts of technological upgrades. So just sort of really opening it up here, I was just wondering, could you characterize Cardano's use today and its purpose and sort of where you see it fitting into the future of finance?
Sure. So part of the legacy of Cardano has always been evidence-based software development. So you have to have evidence that your software actually works. And if you're using protocols, that has to come from a peer-reviewed process. So the project's written over 140 academic papers. They're all public, open source, patent-free, and many of which have gone through peer review at major venues in cryptography, like Eurocrypt, Crypto, CCS. And then on the software side, we apply formal methods to create specifications and demonstrate that the software actually works. Now, the intent is for the software to become a financial operating system across the world, but one area of passion I particularly have is in the developing world. So the idea is economic identity and agency for those who don't have it. There's about 3 billion people who don't have reliable access to banks. They pay high prices for remittances, for credit, for insurance, and other financial services if they can even get them. So a lot of our company's rollout has been in Ethiopia, Kenya, and other places, either directly or indirectly through partners. Places like Zanzibar, for example, World Mobile is constructing an ISP. So they're actually going to roll out internet across the entire country and build a blockchain-based system. In Ethiopia, we're doing an academic credentials project, and there's about 5 million students that are being gradually onboarded. So all their grades and credentials can be checked using the Cardano blockchain system. And in Kenya, we have microfinance pilots and support. Those are just some personal things my company does, but it's a big ecosystem. And there's many companies working across the globe. So we also see a lot of traditional use cases and traditional crypto, but obviously new stuff like DeFi, decentralized exchanges, Oracle, stablecoins, these types of things. So there's great companies like Cody and Wing Riders and Sunday Swap, Eld, and others who are building on the Cardano blockchain. And in each case, they're trying to do something. The most surprising area of growth on Cardano is in the NFT space. About 40% of all the applications that are being deployed are NFT related. Number 3, about $270 billion a month in NFT volume, so over $3 billion a year. And there's tons of incredible work in the metaverse space, like Cornucopia and others. And it's really impressive to see how fast it's grown in just the last year.
So with all that work that's taking place, what makes this crypto winter different in order for setting up that next kind of leg of growth for the broader space?
Yeah, so it's bull markets are really frustrating because nobody wants to cooperate. You have a lot of poaching, unrealistic wages, and unrealistic expectations. Bear markets are actually quite comfortable. Those are the building markets, kind of like Build-A-Bear. So you spend all day and you're able to talk to people, you're able to work with people, and it's cyclic. I've personally been through, I think, about 6 bear markets now, and every time we've seen major advancements. That's where smart contract revolution came from. That's where a lot of the DeFi revolution came from. This particular one, many people are focused on interoperability improvements. So how do we integrate things like ISO 20022 and the open banking initiative with the cryptocurrency space? How do we improve the scalability of protocols? How do we improve portability and get them to work on mobile devices and improve the consumer experience? And then finally, how do we improve the governance side of things? We tend to think of products in terms of custodians, like Windows to Microsoft or the iPhone to Apple. It doesn't really work that way in the cryptocurrency space. You don't have a custodial company that's in charge of everything. So how do you govern that when there's no one in charge and there's millions, eventually tens of millions of users? So bear markets are the perfect time for that to happen because everybody's much more focused on work and they tend to be much more cooperative. And that's what we've been doing. We continue to write papers and there's a ton of code being written right now and releases are coming out like clockwork.
Charles, Cardano has a upgrade coming later this month, and just sort of at a high level before we go, just what's the point of the upgrade? What's the purpose?
Well, it's a basket of improvements related to the scalability side and also development experience. So when you release a language, a programming language, you have to have developers use it for a while, and then they come back and they say, hey, this is what we like, this is what we don't like. So the stuff that they didn't like is getting changed. And so there's a bunch of improvements for that. And then the other side is you have to improve performance to be able to handle increased demand. If you take a look at the transaction volume on Cardano, we're growing exponentially right now. And so we needed to bring some upgrades in to make sure that we can handle that demand in the ecosystem. So there's an upgrade called pipeline that's coming. So a little bit of performance and a lot of development experience. And this should enable and allow for the second half of the year a strong growth in the DApp volume on the ecosystem. It's also some plumbing and infrastructure for much larger upgrades that will be coming throughout this year and next year that relate to more scalability, interoperability, and governance.
All right,
So we're quite boring. You know, it's business as usual, just better, faster, cheaper, and bring more people into the tent. And that's how you get it done. You have to grow a little bit every day, and over time it becomes really great.
really exciting time for building. We're going to have to check back in on some of those updates. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson, as well as David Hollerith, Yahoo Finance's own, joining us here for the conversation. Thanks.
Excellent interview, and what he says is correct, guys. Right now, during the bear market, well, first, Charles said he's been through 6 bear markets. This will be my 2nd bear market here, guys, and you know, right now is the time to build. Right now is the time. If you were thinking about creating a crypto YouTube channel, creating a crypto business, you know, now's the time to do so. Not when the hype is at its all-time high. Now's the time, because you can really build up that base of people who are actually in crypto to win it. All right, you're not here, you know, with the masses and the hype. Okay, all those people have gone. All right, I haven't gotten a message from my 3rd cousin about how to buy crypto in over a year and a half now. So all that hype is gone. Now's the time to build. Now's the time to come together and really really focus on how we can improve crypto and how to make it a better user experience. All right, guys, so this is pretty cool. And that's all I really have for you today, guys. Nothing too crazy. I tried to get more info on Celestial City, the NFT for music platform on Cardano, but they really don't have that much news. I wanted to do a full breakdown on it, but they don't even have a website. They just have a Telegram. So looks like we're too early to that, but I love you guys so much. Don't let your memes with dreams. I will talk to you guys tomorrow with the Vechain and Cardano updates. Have an amazing day. Goodbye. Just want to give a shout out to my wonderful Patreon subscribers here. Maryland for Crypto, Anthony Andrews, Farouz Den, Kyle Bachi, CryptosVT.si, Angeltopia, DSC Vale, Leon Jackson II, Kraken, and All Flare LLC. Thank you so much for your wonderful Patreon support. Guys, go ahead and click the links down below to support the channel. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Take care. Keep hodling Vechain and Cardano, and I'll talk to you soon.